Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, Congressman Vern Buchanan's 75th town hall meeting today was one for the record books. Following weeks of requests by his constituents, thousands swarmed downtown to Sarasota to take on the congressman and each other. ABC 7's Erica Jackson was at that meeting and spoke one-on-one with the congressman about those issues affecting the Sun Coast and our country.
Congressman Vern Buchanan was scheduled to hold his town hall meeting at the new College of Florida auditorium, which can hold up to 400 people. But due to an overwhelming response ahead of the town hall, it was rescheduled to here at the Van Wezel, which can hold more than 3 times the amount.
This is democracy in action. There's a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, people representing both parties and independents.
Sides fully represented at Saturday's town hall meeting. More than 1,700 people inside and nearly 800 outside to hear their congressman speak.
I'm out here to address questions to our congressman, which I have addressed before in a mock meeting that we had earlier.
I want to do what's best for America, not for one party or the other.
Buchanan moving the meeting up from April to address a House Republican vote set for next week. Elected officials will consider the president's plan to repeal and replace Obamacare with the American Health Care Act. Buchanan explains the average family of 4 on the Sun Coast pays $7,000 for health care annually, but he says he's keeping all Americans in mind.
I am pushing for anybody 50 to 65 to make sure they get the same consideration or close to the same consideration as the ACA or Obamacare.
Some constituents expressing their support of the proposed change, which would provide assistance to middle-income families. Others say, leave it alone.
Medicare for all. It may not be perfect. However, I support tax credits because we must care for the most vulnerable and most at risk.
I love Medicare. It works so well. And I'm a person of moderate means, and yet I'm able to stay healthy.
Dozens getting a chance to address other concerns: gun control, immigration, and the future of America under President Donald Trump.
This is a request, not a question. From my heart to your heart, this man needs to be removed with the 20.
He's been in office for 2 months. He hasn't even got his team in place yet. Let's see what he does after a year. I'm going to evaluate him on results.
Congressman Buchanan tells us he's going to take all of the feedback received at Saturday's town hall meeting and apply it to future lawmaking in Washington. Reporting from the Van Wezel, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you very much, Erica. And while the local community discussed their health care concerns during Congressman Vern Buchanan's town hall meeting, Vice President Mike Pence was in Florida today trying to rally support for the new GOP health care bill. He told government leaders and small business owners in Jacksonville Saturday that Obamacare is about to become history.
We've been busy. We've been busy. My friends, President Trump is a man of his word, and he's a man of action. And I believe he'll make America great again. And make no mistake about it, the Obamacare nightmare is about to end.
The bill that would repeal and replace much of Obamacare, and according to congressional sources, is set for a House vote on Thursday. But it's unclear if GOP leaders have the votes because some party lawmakers are not quite on board. Republican leaders are tweaking that bill to try and win over more legislators. More details on a deputy-involved shooting of a 36-year-old man in Inglewood Friday night. A neighbor describing what may have unfolded when she went outside to see what was going on.
I had to double check with my husband. Was that really a gunshot? Because it was right there next door. Going, yeah, make sure the kid's inside. That's crazy.
Asia Fisher and her family were grilling Friday night at their Hamlet Drive home when suddenly
I heard some rustling behind the back fence.
It was the sound of Charlotte County Sheriff's deputies closing in on their neighbor. A woman told dispatchers a man had assaulted her, was suicidal, and had a weapon. Soon he was face to face with law enforcement.
The cop told the neighbor to put the knife down, and then there was a little more walking through the leaves or whatever. He told him again very distinctly, and then they tasered him. and within like 30 to 40 seconds, they shot him.
36-year-old Casey Roberts was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Saturday, the Sarasota Sheriff's Office charged him with battery, aggravated assault on an officer, tampering with a witness, and child abuse without great harm. These charges don't surprise Fisher, but the gunshots certainly did.
In the last year since they've been here, there's been a few different domestic calls with him. But it was still kind of a surprise because you don't hear an officer shoot a gun in Inglewood.
The investigation is ongoing, and the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office has planned a press conference for Monday with more information.
And that press conference is scheduled to be held at 11 a.m. on Monday morning in Punta Gorda. At this time, law enforcement could not be reached for more information on Casey Roberts' injuries or his actions that led to that list of charges. Well, a chilly morning turned into a beautiful day here on the Sun Coast, but it might get cold again. Let's head over to Wendy Ross to find out why. Wendy, why?
Why? Well, what we're looking at right now are temperatures that are warmer than they were this time last night. 58 degrees at this hour. Dew point and humidity levels are moderate. The winds are coming in out of the northwest at around 6 miles per hour. And right now we have temperatures mostly in the 60s all around the state. For our region, we are looking at 50s and 60s across the northwestern sections of our viewing area all the way over to Mayaca City. And we are expecting to see our temperatures drop a little bit more. But we do have a cold front. A cold front is coming in tomorrow. We're going to talk about when it's going to get here and what it's going to do. That's all coming up in just a few minutes, Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. Well, the man who practically invented rock and roll, Chuck Berry, died today in his native Missouri at the age of 90 years old. Johnny B. Goode, Maybelline, Roll Over Beethoven, rock and roll music, Sweet Little 16, the list goes on. Chuck Berry's hits of pop classics was second to none. ABC's Chuck Severson with the legacy that he leaves behind.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Goode.
If you tried to give rock and roll another name, you might call it Chuck Berry. The words are John Lennon's, but the music is as unmistakable as the man. Chuck Berry was the founding father of rock and roll. Before they'd even named it, Chuck Berry was playing it. And my, but that little country boy could play. With his roots in blues, Berry combined his flash in the guitar with a flamboyant showmanship that channeled country and R&B, breaching racial barriers, and soon had 1950s America singing a new tune. Chuck Berry's parade of hits now a part of the American experience and the soundtrack to the springtime of life for millions of baby boomers. His long road took him from the Missouri of his birth to the White House, where he performed for President Jimmy Carter, to honors at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Grammys, and the Kennedy Center. Berry can count among his musical children the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Beach Boys, Bruce Springsteen, and Steve Miller. And we can count on him for musical memories to fill a lifetime. Go, Johnny, go. Chuck Severson, ABC News, New York.
And Berry was planning to release a new album simply called Chuck. It would be Berry's first new album in 38 years, and it contains mostly new material that he wrote himself. Will be missed. Well, an update now on an investigation of a 47-year-old Palmetto woman who went missing earlier this week. Palmetto police say Tricia Freeman's car has been found abandoned in Ashland, Kentucky. Police there are now questioning two suspects, 21-year-old Kayla Coyler and 26-year-old Roy Nichols Jr., who say they stole, police say they stole the car. Coyler is Tricia Freeman's daughter. Freeman was reported missing on Tuesday after family members say they could not contact her for some time. Her dogs were left inside her home alone, something Freeman's family say is very out of character. If you have any information on this case, you are asked to contact the Palmetto Police Department at the number listed on your screen. In an effort to get drunk drivers off the road, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office conducted its monthly patrol during St. Patrick's Day. The patrol ending at 5 this morning, and during that operation, just one person arrested for driving under the influence. 56 drivers were ticketed with a uniform traffic citation, and 11 people were let off with a warning. Sarasota morning commuters, be advised the First Watch Sarasota Half Marathon and Relay Race will be held tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., causing some temporary lane closures. For the safety of runners, the following locations will be closed: southbound US 41 from University Park to Gulfstream Avenue, westbound John Ringling Boulevard from US 41 to St. Armand Circle, and eastbound John Ringling Boulevard from St. Armand Circle to Bayfront Drive. And for a more detailed list of those closures, you can visit our website, mysuncoast.com. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, an international investigation into an airport shooting in Paris. The suspect killed by soldiers after one of their own was taken hostage. And Manatee County showing their pride today, the annual festival, with a supportive message.
This March, Florida Studio Theater is presenting the play Brownsville Song, and our city will start discussions
on race,
on equality and civil rights,
the most important conversation of our time.
Will you join us?
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target or Sears store today.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
New details tonight in the investigation of an attack at a Paris airport. A French prosecutor says the man who attacked a soldier at Orly Airport had a 9mm revolver which he used to hold a soldier hostage before wrenching away her military-grade assault rifle. The soldier's colleagues reacting by shooting and killing that man. The suspect allegedly shot off the pistol twice earlier that day, once against French police at a traffic stop, then in a bar where he pointed it at customers, shot it, but did not hit anyone. The man, identified as Ziad Ben Belgassem, was taken down inside the terminal but outside the security barrier. Belgassem told soldiers he wanted to die for Allah. His name was known to authorities for robbery and drug use, but not for terrorism.
Since the early attacks in 2015, you have thousands of Special Forces officers deployed at places like the airports in France who are highly trained and prepared for incidents like this, and I think we see now how that training pays off.
The incident causing part of the airport to be evacuated, displacing thousands of travelers. Manatee County celebrating the LGBTQ community today with its annual Manatee Pride Festival. The event showcasing live music and entertainment along with local vendors and food. But according to many of the event's patrons, it's really all about the fun, supportive atmosphere.
Been out here, this is the fourth one I've actually been to, and I know the people that started it, so I come here to support them and just be with people just like myself, to be able to express who I am. It's fun.
Proceeds from that event will go to the PRISM Youth Initiative, which provides a safe place for youth from this group. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services says it will wind down its response against flesh-eating maggots that threaten small endangered deer in a national wildlife refuge in the Florida Keys. The department says the checkpoint for screwworms in Key Largo will close at 7 p.m. today after more than 5 months of aggressive response efforts to new screwworm infestations. So I think that's good news, but
I think so.
Hard to tell. Screwworms bad, I think, no matter where they are.
Yeah, no kidding. But it sounds as though they contained it. Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, I think they're moving on from that area, which is good because, months they've been focusing on that area with that. Right. It's been a big problem down there. Well, it's not a problem here, though.
No, thank goodness. No, thank
not
goodness.
A problem here.
We had no problems here. We had nothing but beautiful weather. It was an opportunity to be outdoors, to get to the beach. You played golf this morning.
I did play golf, yeah.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
day for that.
It was a great day for that. There was no wind. Tomorrow's going to be a different day, but today we had a high of 71 degrees. It was a chilly start to the morning. You said that it was tough when you first went out to play golf, and it was 47 degrees this morning early, and then of course the day warmed up, and we saw a high of 71 degrees. Normally we're at 57 and 76, and this is where we're more likely to be for tomorrow. So this is where we're expecting to bottom out tonight in the 50s, and tomorrow we should get up into the mid-70s. Today, though, it was a little bit of a different story. We saw some temperatures that were in the 70s, mid to upper 70s, even some 80s down to the south. But for our area, mostly, we saw at the water's edge, we saw temperatures in the low 70s, from Venice all the way up to Parrish, and then east of I-75, that's where things got a little bit more on the warm side. So what we're looking at right now is very dry air that is sifted down all the way down the state, and you can see especially here over the southern sections of Florida right now. But what's coming is a cold front that's to our north, and right now it's still to the north of us, but you can see central and south Florida not reporting a cloud in the sky. There's nothing going on out in the Gulf of Mexico, nothing happening in the Atlantic, so it's nice and quiet, but beginning tomorrow, we get that cold front coming on through. And the frontal system is going to provide a little bit of cloud cover, and this is going to take place sometime between the hours of 10 and 11, and you can see that this front then pushes all the way down the state, and you'll notice that there's no rain with it. What you don't see here is that there will be a little bit of wind. That's how you're going to know that the front has passed you by, because the winds are going to gust up to about 20 miles per hour, shift around a little bit as well. They'll be coming in out of the northwest as they push this front all the way to the south. And we may get just a couple of showers down here around the Keys and along the east coast of Florida, but nothing along the west coast. It's going to be absolutely beautiful once again. Here's where that front is right now. Again, it pushes all the way down through the state. That high pressure is going to move in behind it, and it is going to reinforce the drier air that's already sitting on top of us. And Monday, we may cool off just a little bit before the warm-up truly begins. But tomorrow, the winds pick up. That's when you'll know the front has gone on by. Lows will be in the low to mid-70s, and it will be warming up just in time for the work week. And this is what it looks like over the next several days. We've got the first day of spring on Monday, but we got a head start this past weekend, and we'll start to see our temperatures warm up beginning on Wednesday. Adam?
Thanks, Wendy. Can the Lightning bounce back from a tough loss earlier this week? Sports is coming up next.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
Although the financial crisis was some years back, it's still hurting many seniors today. But if you're a homeowner 62 or older, there's a mortgage program that just might make life a little easier. It's technically called a home equity conversion mortgage, but to keep it simple, let's call it a reverse mortgage loan. With the reverse mortgage, you can convert your home equity into cash.
We're not overwhelmed with paying the bills anymore.
And at the same time, eliminate your monthly mortgage payments.
We've got money in the bank.
You never give up ownership.
And smiles on our faces.
For your free information kit, call now. You'll have to pay your property taxes and insurance and keep up with maintenance, but you won't make mortgage payments. You'll receive money. For your free information kit, call now.
Call 1-800-634-1517 for more information. That's 1-800-634-1517.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call AmeriCare CPAP. Call 800-423-5457. That's 800-423-5457.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need
the Debt Ninja. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, you could be facing wage garnishments, levies, liens, property seizure, cancellation of business license, closure of business. The Debt Ninja fights your IRS debt. That's why you need the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja has found the best companies in the country who are on your side to fight debt. Want to learn if you qualify for the IRS Financial Hardship Program? Stop the IRS from garnishing your wages. Even if your bank account has been seized, if you have undeclared taxes, if you have existing IRS debt, it's not too late to call, so grab your phone now. Call the Debt Ninja at 800-945-0083. That's 800-945-0083. Settle your IRS debt to get the power of the Debt Ninja. Dial this number now, 800-945-0083.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you. Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call 1-800-738-1923.
Now, sports.
The Lightning trying to get back into the win column after a devastating loss Thursday night to the Maple Leafs. Andrei Vasilevsky giving up 5 goals to Toronto in that game, and his struggles would continue early against Washington tonight. The Capitals on a first-period power play. Pass inside, touch to TJ Oshie, who scores on the one-timer. Caps out in front early. Minutes later, it's Alex Ovechkin and Oshie on the rush. Ovechkin, the nice touch pass, setting up Oshie for his second goal of the night. The Lightning able to cut that lead to 1 on this Alex Killorn fadeaway jump shot, the NHL equivalent, in my opinion. Bolts go down 2 again later on, but Nikita Kucherov cuts that lead to 1 with a no-hesitation snapshot following a face-off win. It was impressive, but not enough for the win tonight. The Capitals clinch the playoffs, and the Lightning go backwards in their charge for a postseason spot. March Madness action today. We lost 1 top seed already, but the defending champs Villanova, but Gonzaga able to hang on and end the Cinderella run by Northwestern with a final score of 79-73. Florida State fans stunned tonight as 11 seed Xavier dominates the Seminoles 91-66. Junior guard Trevin Blewett scores 29 for Xavier, and FSU's dance is done by only the second song. And Florida able to get a win against Virginia. The score not coming up there. The score was 65-39. Junior forward Devin Robinson with 14 points and 11 rebounds in that game for his 5th double-double in his career. We have more to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target or Sears store today.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
It's called the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day Parade, and it runs through a small Ottawa County village in Mississippi. The Conklin Parade started at exactly 10:55 a.m. Friday. If event goers showed up late, they probably missed it. This parade route is only 150 yards. It starts on the north end of Main Street and ends right in front of the bar. But I appreciate their enthusiasm for sure. And even though St. Patrick's Day was yesterday, if you haven't had your fill of Irish celebrations, this Sunday, Anna Maria Island will show off its enthusiasm for the holiday with the 18th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. The parade will begin at 4 p.m. from the corner of Marina and Gulf Drives and travel north on Marina Drive and end near 79th Street.
How long will that take?
I think a little longer than a 150-yard walk, but maybe not too. It's a small island. I mean, you know.
It is a small island. I'm not sure exactly where that would end, but it ends at the bar. I know where it ends.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, it's going to be a beautiful day. If you're out and about, enjoy it. It's going to be great tomorrow.
There you go. Get outside.